Welcome to my yesterday daily. I hope you're doing well. I am doing very well. It's a bit cold here. We had a few snow earlier, but everything is fine. My yesterday daily is on obedience. I recently noticed that you can be disobedient without actually noticing it. And the way it goes is that it comes subtly in the sense that God's instruction becomes like suggestions to you, thereby allowing you to argue away what is asking you to do. For example, the Holy Spirit could tell me now, and pause the video. Then I will say it to myself and say something like, I think I should pause the video. Then I'll think again, but I don't really have to. It's not really hurting anyone. It's not draining my battery, so I can just let it play. What was an instruction became a suggestion because I didn't take it to be what it is. And there are three things that can happen that can make this happen. The first one is distractions. When we are distracted with a lot of things running through our minds, or a lot of tasks to do, or a lot of activities, or quarrel with people, or whether this person called me back or didn't call me back, those distractions would help you take God's instructions and turn them into suggestions. So we should try as much as possible to keep a sane mind and not overthink things, resolve issues as they come, so that we have a mind that is focused, and when we hear his voice, like the good sheep that we are, we hear the shepherd's voice and we yield to what he's saying. We don't turn his instructions into suggestions as though they are our thoughts. His thoughts are different from our thoughts. We need to get that grip to know that when he speaks, not us. So there's that there's that point. The second point is that we shouldn't be too logical. What happened there with that example I gave? Pause the video, and I said I don't think I should pause. Then I said to myself, I think I should pause the video. What that is saying is that I simply think that I am wise enough to do these things. I'm a logical person, so I've heard something from God. Now I need to rethink it to make it fit. It doesn't have to fit. It is what it is. Pause the video. No extras. The last point is just obey. No, nothing else. No rethinking, just obey. And I have learned from experience that the more we obey, the more I Anoluwapo obeys, the more I Anoluwapo obey, the better I become at hearing him and doing it immediately. The more I obey, the more immediate my responses. The more I disobey, the more tricky it gets. The more pause the video becomes pause the video. I don't think so. The more it becomes, Scholar, do you think I should pause the video? That's not what it just said. So the more we disobey, it's a downward spiral. It just keeps going down. Then we get to a point where we are filled with anxiety and turmoil, and we don't even know why it is. It's because the devil has tricked us, and we've allowed ourselves to be tricked. So we shouldn't do that. Lastly, I would drop this Bible verse, from James chapter 3, verse 17. I'll read it out and explain the application to what we're saying. It says, but the wisdom from above is first of all pure, undefiled. Then it is peace-loving, no turmoil. It's cautious, considerate, gentle. It is willing to yield to wisdom. It is willing to yield to reason, full of compassion and good fruits. It is wholehearted and straightforward, impartial and unfeigned. That's free from doubt, free from wavering, free from insincerity. What that Bible verse is saying to us today is to yield to reason willingly. No logic, no thoughts, no pride, no rethinking, just pure obedience. And obedience simply means to listen and do. Not listen and repeat back to yourself as though it's your suggestion, or not reason and think back to yourself that, oh, as though it's your thoughts before you can do it. It's simply listening and doing. And I'm talking to myself right now. No, listen and do. I hope this has blessed you. Bye.